Recaps, the only show on YouTube that likes Ivar a lot. As recently announced, the Slammy Awards are coming back, and of course, as you know, they are fan voted. So today, I'm going to be running through my ballot and voting for my first ever Slammy Awards.
So starting off, we're gonna have female superstar of the year because that was the first one I saw. Um, Rhea's probably gonna win this one, right? And I don't hate that, but I don't know if we're going off like who's my favorite, who had the best matches, who is the most popular. Me personally, though, I think there's a absolutely like a case to be made for all of these women. I might go, I will go EO Sky for sure. She's had a great storyline with Damage Control so far. Obviously, women's world champion, gonna should main event WrestleMania. Big deal. And I love her matches. Rhea, I feel like this year has not had a ton of great matches outside of Charlotte at WrestleMania. And I don't know if that's entirely her fault because she's been given pretty shitty opponents for the most part. But Becky is also an option. I think she also has consistently great matches. But, no big title reign, no big massive matches. I loved her steel cage match with Trish Stratus this year. That was probably my favorite Becky Lynch match. But overall, I think I go Io Sky. Next is men's superstar of the year. I think it's gonna be probably Cody. I think Roman fans are definitely gonna make a big push here to have it be Roman, but I think it will end up being Cody. My pick is neither though. My pick is Gunther. Man, I made a TikTok about my 10 favorite superstars. I had two WWE people on there. One was Ilya Dragunov, and one was Gunther because straight up, he's WWE's best bout machine. He can have a good match against anyone. He had a decent match against The Miz. Do you know how hard that is to do? That's really difficult. He was putting on TV bangers against Gable. He was putting on match of the year contenders with Drew and Sheamus. I think male superstar of the year is undeniably Gunther. Best entrance for me, there's really only one choice, and that's Cody Rhodes. I find myself singing his theme song just like I'm making a sandwich and it'll pop in my head. I'll go, fucking whatever. I completely blanked on what his theme song is just now, but I do it. I promise. Other good ones. Rollins is a theme song merchant. No, I'm playing. I like Rollins and I like his entrances. I think they take a little too long. That's why I didn't vote The Rock or Roman either. Rhea, Bianca, Becky, I don't think really have cases, unfortunately. And Dom's at WrestleMania 39 was pretty cool, but on a night to night basis, I think the pick is definitely Cody Rhodes. Uh, Best breakout superstar of the year is tough because I think I have an answer that nobody else will pick, except maybe Pretty Deadly. First of all, they're setting my boys Pretty Deadly up for failure here. Okay, I like Pretty Deadly. What are they doing here with LA Knight and Jey Uso and Tiff? Right, gross stuff. But Dragon Lee, personally, he's got my favorite matches out of all these people. Tiff I like too. Jey Uso's had some bangers. LA Knight, kind of not my favorite wrestler in ring at least. But Dragon Lee is super fun to watch on TV. I'm glad he's on SmackDown and doing shit pretty consistently. He's definitely my breakout superstar of the year. As much as everyone else deserves it, certainly, but I think Dragon Lee is just kind of a step above. Now, for Return of the Year, this one's obvious. Everybody knows who it's going to be, right? Nia Jet, no, I'm playing. CM Punk for sure. Electric. I called Tyler on FaceTime. He was out with people, and I had to call him because he's the biggest CM Punk fan I know. Tyler's one of my buddies, by the way, if you don't know who that is. Um, Biggest CM Punk fan I know. I called him. I was like, Tyler, he's fucking here. He's like, no way. I showed him the screen. He started popping like fucking crazy in like the middle of a bar. It was awesome. Um, Definitely a moment in time that's going to uh, prevail in public memory throughout the years. This is going to be one of those moments that people talk about in 10, 20, 30 years, long after he's retired. And, I love the other guys. The Rocks was cool, like 4 times he did it. Orton's was a little mid. Nia Jax, and nobody cared about Naomi's, unfortunately. It's pretty easily CM Punk. For the OMG moment of the year, CM Punk returning kind of feels like a cop out since we just gave him best return. It's probably that though, but I'm not gonna do it. I feel like It's probably EO cashing in, right? Like that was big because we were like, oh yeah, it makes sense. They give it, back to Bianca. She does her thing with it. Out of nowhere, EO comes running out, and everyone's excited. The place is riled up. Boom, pin, win it, awesome. Super fun moment, super great for somebody who's liked EO Sky as long as I have, which is not as long compared to I know a lot of people, but I've liked her really ever since I got into wrestling. So that was really cool for me personally. After that, I mean, I think Cody slapping The Rock or Rey Mysterio punching Dom will win. But for me personally, actually, CM Punk's going to win. But me personally, it's Io Sky for sure. Social Star of the Year, there's really only one option, and it's comfortably Grayson Waller. And I only need like 10 seconds of your time to show you why. This is the sole reason. Watch this full clip with
I
me.
just need you to know that the haters are gonna hate. Hate, hate, hate. So all you gotta do is shake it off. This song sucks. No wonder you people are so grumpy.
That's so fucking funny. Sorry. That's hilarious. This song sucks. No wonder you people are so grumpy. Fucking hilarious. Logan Paul probably wins this, and I don't hate that. Drew McIntyre is making a late run. Anyone who votes for Liv Morgan is so down bad they can't even fucking use their mind right. But Grayson Waller pretty easily the pick here. Faction of the year for me personally, and two, it's not gonna be Alpha Academy. This might be a hot take, but I think Damage Control for sure. They've got the hottest story on SmackDown, where they had it for like a couple of months between Io and Bailey. I'm not like obviously not a ratings guy, but that was a massive fucking draw, dude. People don't appreciate how over and how popular that Bailey and Io and Damage Control like storyline was. It was really awesome. Bloodline probably wins. I think they want the Judgment Day to win, but I'm not really a big fan of anyone in the Judgment Day outside of Rhea. I think Dom does his job well. I think he was born to be a jobber kind of because he sells really well. If you don't believe me, just like watch his match against Gunther on either last week or the week before that's Raw, and he made Gunther look like a fucking maniac, which he is. I like Finn Balor too, but he's in a tag team right now, and I think that sucks. That's lame for me. But yeah, Damage Control is pretty easily, especially after adding Kyrie and Asuka, Faction of the Year. For Rivalry of the Year, I feel like all of these are kind of mid. R-Truth versus Judgment Day, if you're voting this, you don't have a soul. Reigns versus Rhodes, sure, but like it didn't really happen that much, right? Like after Mania, Cody and Roman didn't really talk until post Royal Rumble, right? So that's like what, 8, 9 months between even interactions between the two. I know they had that stare off on Raw that one time, but or maybe it was SmackDown that like one time, but that doesn't really count for me. Bianca versus Damage Control was eh. Dirty Dom versus Ray was also eh. And I wasn't a big fan of Rollins and McIntyre, but I think that probably takes the cake just for being the least meh out of all of these. I don't watch NXT, so I skipped that one, although it's probably Ilya. I just haven't like seen a lot of the other people, so I don't feel qualified to talk on it. Match of the year, these are all terrible picks. Bad Bunny versus Damian Priest was like fun. I don't think it was match of the year. Reigns versus Zayn, same shit. Gunther versus Gable was really good. I don't know if it's top five. It probably is. Yeah, but it's not even the best Gunther match here, right? Asuka, Bianca, and Charlotte was like pretty good, but I don't think match of the year. My pick is definitely going to Charlotte Flair versus Rhea Ripley, though. I think probably I could see any of these winning low key, except my pick, to be honest. But I really like this match. This was Rhea's last great match for me. And again, I know she's capable of putting on better matches, but the opponents she's been put up against have not been awesome. Although I will say, Nia Jax got a lot of hate upon returning. She's been doing pretty good shit since she's returned. Okay, so I want to see the Nia Jax hate killed. It's over, done. But for me, WWE match of the year out of these five, is Charlotte versus Rhea. If I had to pick like my nominees, the winner would probably be Sammy and KO versus the Usos at Mania, or Gunther, McIntyre, and Sheamus at Mania. But neither of them are here, so we're going with Charlotte versus Rhea Ripley.
And that's it for me today. Thank you so much for watching to the end. If you did make it to the end, my lighting's off. Sec. You can tell I'm really good at this by the fact that I'm using my iPhone as a little ring light there. See how much better that is? If you did make it to the end, thank you so much for watching. Really, it does mean the world. If you enjoyed, like, subscribe, leave a comment if you liked all my picks. Say, oh my god, Ben, your picks are so great. You know so much ball. You're so handsome, and your head is so cool. And if you didn't like it, sorry. I'll do better next time. No, but yeah, again, thank you for watching, and that's it for me today. I'm gonna catch you.